This is a smile. I was laughing at my own joke that I made. Unfortunately. And then we add reactions for SML to this. There, perfect go live notification. Silent Club stuff wasn't that long ago. Maybe some of my best work in terms of go live notifications. I nailed Twitch and Discord today. Let's go me. Not every day you hit 2 out of 2 right there. No cool number. Am I just clicking? Fun. I don't know. Will you be moving? Wow, bed bugs? That's awesome. Really cool, man. I'm warming up my finger. I know, I guess. I don't know. I'm clicking. It's not to be an explanation to everything, you know. No, don't full screen. What is going on right now? What? Dude, like a cosmic search bar. I'll show you. A cosmic search bar just like appeared on my thing. Go away. I don't want you. What the hell? Weird. We don't need that. I'm not going to be from 0 in 20 minutes. That has never, ever happened. And my hands are cold, so it's going to take like double the amount of time it normally takes. I guarantee it. Dun 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 dun. Error. The API has been shut down for now. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, you're such a technological genius of some kind. Cold hands are not helping me right now. Every click is like, you know. It all feels like ass right now. And warm them. I tried. I sat them under warm water like 3 times before I went live. The only way they're gonna warm up is by playing the game. I swear to God, I tried my absolute hardest. Snippet, thank you for the sub. Yeah, why can I have a difference? Like in the middle kind? What is this, dude? The last 2 days they're sweating, now it's a block. Maybe it's like, you know when you do a timing too late and you like try to overcorrect it next time you get there and you die again? Maybe it's like that. And it's like, fine, too hot? Check this out. Ice cold Siberia temperature. Is that better? Well, I wouldn't be sarcastic about it. Maybe he's trying to help me. I don't know. I'm not my hand. I guess I kind of am my hand. It depends on how you look at it. Either way, warm-up is going to take a while today because it means there's a literal meaning there, you know what I mean? Like, it's not all about... Like, my hand actually needs to warm up. Doing timings is, like, actually silent right now. Hate that part, dude. Do you guys think it's like unreasonable? Like Rob Top could, after 2.2 comes out, like come out with like a smaller like balance patch to make the stuff that sucks not suck. Like that could happen. Why wouldn't it happen? You know. Whoever found the swing copter must have thought they were so cool. Like the first person to discover it. Some actual guys you won't believe this type stuff going on there. Okay. Helicopter's goated. You know it's goated. It's crazy, like, sorry was like legit. That was crazy to me. Like, what? Really? But they proved it, yeah. No, he was not legit. I'm just saying words. It was pretty good. I got like 20 to like 90. I don't know if it's gonna help. We'll see. Right now it doesn't, this doesn't count. My hand's just not ready, so. trying our best out here, but yeah, wow, you know. Like, this part's so hard. Like, when you have to do all those ship clicks in a row right now, it's just not working. Until I beat Edge of Destiny, there will be no other streams of any kind. At all. So, cannot answer your question. Okay, this needs to... Ugh. No, until I beat this level, I will not be doing any streams for fun. I will not be doing any other... Like, this is it. Even if it takes, like, 5 more years somehow. Every stream for those 5 years will be Edge of Destiny. Fun mode is off. Serious mode is activated. Yeah, until like a week ago, when September started, that's when it started. Like, really, like, it matters now we're doing this sort of vibe. I'm alright. Kind of a slow start this morning, you know, just one of those. Woke up and wasn't really feeling it yet for a while. We've all had days like that. It's kind of like, oh, conscious. I hate that wave. That's the only part of the level I truly hate. Like, honestly, even this cube, I know what's happening. You know, like, even if it's really hard. That wave, I'm just dead sometimes, and that's what's what. There's no amount of, like, focus you can do to do it, really. The best map. I don't know. Dude, the saws! Is that what we're doing today? Is that the vibe of today? We're just gonna die to that wave a zillion times, dude? Ugh. Yeah, I bet if you don't play it for a long time, it's really hard. But this saw wave thing is harder, so, like, right now this is the hardest part of the level by, like, 85 orders of magnitude. Like, come on, dude, I hate this part, dude. Yeah, this is the worst. Yeah. I hate this wave. Like what? Like why? I don't even know what happens. I just fall incorrectly. I die, dude. It's crazy how it just goes, and you're dead. So. No, an Arctic light is still a well telegraphed. Like, you know what's gonna happen on the screen usually. No. Uh-oh. Oh. Zol's lol, thank you for this raid. Hope you're having a good day. PC issues, not a good day. I didn't look, even if it's pronounced differently, that's not an incorrect way to interpret that. X, Y, L, Zil, Z, Zils. Even if that's not correct and it's like Xiles, that doesn't mean that. We've had this conversation before, but I don't remember names. But I know, like, who it is that raided me. Like, we've done this before, but I'm not gonna, like, remember first try because. Yeah, at least it's like a correct, like, English pronunciation of it. Zygozol? What? Where's the go? I got 87 with my mind. Yeah. I'm so done! Okay, today's gonna be so bad if I don't get consistent at this wave. Because this wave is just, like, pummeling me into the ground right now. Like, actors, bam, bam, bam! It's over for you! Can't do anything. Just said it was a disaster. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing to ever happen. I still got 83. Hopefully that, because some days I just can't do the wave in practice, and then from 0 it's like, oh, there I go. I'll never die here the whole stream. That's always pretty nice. You have the double instant UFO death. It was definitely the biggest waste, but not the worst possible. The worst possible outcome is that I never get anywhere. But it's the biggest waste of potential that I've ever had in a stream. Big difference. Also, can that death stop happening? It's so hard to die like that. What are you doing? Are you serious? Well, I passed the UFO, so. Wow. Not good to start for me. Am I? So far, my singular worst start ever. I haven't even done 36 to 100 yet, which is the worst I've done in like a week. So that's not a good sign. Okay. Not happy with this session thus far. I'll say that much. I'm not liking the prognosis. If that's what that word means. I think so. Well, that's good at least. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, don't freak out, don't freak out. Okay, this is the worst I've ever played. This is really bad. Really bad. I'm gonna have to sweat the second half right now, because I don't know what I'm doing. This is really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. Holy, it's over! It's over. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, I was right. I'm gonna lose consistency. Damn it, dude. Yeah, my consistency, I can feel it. It's withering away for the second half. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. It's over. It's over! For now, anyway. Of course, tomorrow is an entirely different story, but my theory about how today's gonna go is I'm gonna get to the UFO like a lot, like maybe 5 times, and then do nothing for any attempt. Like 100% that's what's gonna happen. Because I don't have it. I literally just do not have it. Blank G, do you think of the 150? Wow, this is really bad. Holy crap, I haven't played this bad since, like, I don't even know. It's been months. No, I'm screwed, like, completely screwed today. For the first day in, like, 12 days, I haven't been able to do 36 to 100 or anything even close to it. Like, it's over. I did 20 to, like, this wave and then died, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's over for today. I'm just playing for consistency at this point. See if I can get better at the first half, because the second half's just not gonna happen. I mean, I might just get lucky, just do it all when I get here, but wow. I don't have the juice for the second half right now. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. So maybe practice it later. Well, no, you don't understand. I know how to practice, like, every day. I have a good strategy for, like, getting good runs and stuff like that. But the problem is, you know, it just continues to, every day is a randomly generated event. And I was consistent. I am no longer consistent. The reasons behind why I'm no longer consistent, I don't know what they are. Like, I don't actually understand the mechanisms why I would just wake up and no longer be consistent with the second half. Considering it hasn't happened for the past 1 billion trillion days. But it is simply what it is, so. My motivation to play right now is dead. This is so demotivating. It just feels pointless today. Which is never good for the mental. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, today is probably gonna, I'm probably gonna have to spend more time practicing the second half than normal. Maxim broke today. Did my mic settings change? Everyone keeps talking about my mic. I didn't do anything. Let me see if it's even on the right mic. Yeah, it is. I don't know what happened. How bad is it? Yeah, you can get consistent with the robot. But I'm not even, like, I never try. You just don't care anymore. Like, it's not, like, you can autopilot it so hard when you get good enough at it. Because this is what you do every single attempt. I don't even think about the level until this wave starts, really. I need right now? Because I'm not happy at all right now. Like, I'm miserable. And I need that to change. What did I do wrong? I ate well. I slept well. Could be the glasses thing. I drank plenty of water. My new glasses, the prescription's wrong. So I had to, switch back to my old glasses until a new pair came in. And that was yesterday after the first stream. So there's a chance that that is pissing me off. I'm not, can you guys please, for the love of God, tell me to stop? I mean, stop telling me to, like, take a break by doing something else. Please. It will make me worse at the level to do that. Because if I start, I don't know how to describe it. If I take a break and like let myself relax, I'm not going to be able to get back into that trying mode where I need to be in order to really succeed. So taking a break to relax would make me relax, but then I wouldn't be able to focus back up. So I don't really have a problem being miserable, but it's like it's affecting my gameplay. Like, I can feel it affecting my gameplay, so it's not helpful. If I was like a dedicated kind of miserable, it'd be different. But this is just like harder to do timings miserable. It's harder to put the effort in each timing, which is not helpful. And is in fact the worst possible thing that can happen during a session. So usually when it starts this way, my immediate thought is, how do I stop it from happening? And and what's causing it, so I can prevent it in the future. Because usually it's something, you know, usually there's some reason. And there's a few things that it could be. It could be doing a second session overwhelm my brain. After all, I like this significantly less than I liked Oblivion, so there's a chance I just can't play it as long as I played Oblivion. My brain's sick of seeing it. That's definitely possible. Because Edge of Destiny, like, grinding this is like the least fun I've ever had in the game, maybe ever. So it's not unreasonable to assume that too much of it could burn me out. Or not even burn me out, but like, I mean, I'm still playing it and trying, but emotionally affect how I'm doing. Yeah, definitely worse than Aura. This is, but like, I wasn't even like close to this good at handling stuff mentally when I was playing Aura. This level's not long, but it takes a while. I guess it's long in the sense where it takes a while to get anywhere that like matters. And it's really hard to get to where it matters. Like, that's the difference. Like, playing long levels where you get far consistently is much different than playing a decently long level that like you have to wait the entire session to get like one attempt past 50%. That's a different story entirely. And I'm not good at that. My energy level also just feels ridiculously low. Like the lowest it's felt in a while, which is not a good sign. And I don't really know why. Could be my circadian rhythm pushing itself an hour later every day, and then it's finally catching up to me waking up this early. Entirely possible. It did take me a while to fall asleep last night. But the difference between yesterday and today, I don't think would be that drastic if that was the only explanation. Because yesterday was more or less fine. I feel like I'm just not having good control over my ship right now. Like, whatever chemical makes you care about the game is not being pumped at the level in which I'm able to focus on the right obstacles in the ship to avoid everything. If that makes any sense. Like, my brain is getting lazy, it's taking shortcuts, it's not looking at every object like it should be. So even though I'm trying to do the correct click pattern, I'm not taking in all the factors like I'd like to be doing. It's okay, Mikey. I'll just ban you forever, I guess. Yeah, wow. Yeah, like, I'm trying, like, really hard, but I can't try as hard as I'd like, but it's not, like, my fault, quote-unquote. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I'm trying really hard every time, but I'm only noticing that I didn't focus on something that I needed to focus on after it killed me, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm trying really hard to, like, we're gonna pass this way, look at all the obstacles, and then I die, and I'm like, wait, why did I die? Oh my god, I didn't look at that. Why not? Because, I don't know, I knew it existed, but I didn't load it in time, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, there's a decent chance if I just keep playing for like an hour or two, I just regen skill, and I get back on my feet. Just like this, like, kind of like brain fog. Your cognitive speed is not matching your physical clicking, and you die. I hate that click more so than any other click in the level, because you can click as late as you want, but you could jump, you could start jumping and then hit the spike on the way up like that. And that's why it's so difficult. I don't even think most spikes in the game are like that. I could just be mistaken. I mean, I know that one is. Like that death right there. Like that sort of thing. Every spike can do that, right? I think so, anyway. I better to just make sure you do the jump early and then hope you get the, Yeah, so my best guesses as to why I feel like this, in order of most likely to least likely, would be my brain didn't like the second stream. My brain doesn't like the new, having to switch to new glasses and then immediately switching back to old glasses. And third would be circadian rhythm shifting, making me tired. With all of these things happening, and the very least 1 and 2 guaranteed to be happening, I think I have a pretty decent idea as to why I feel like this, but not a great plan to move forward with it. And like stuff like that is happening a lot, but it's weird. It's like the worse I'm playing, the worse I do it that wave. But the wave doesn't even feel skill based. It's only skill-based in the loosest sense, you know? Like, it is you that has to do it all, but it's like, you don't even notice what's happening until you die. The moving walls, the saws, the spikes coming in like that. The only 2 clicks I know what they're gonna happen during are the last 2, and I rarely die there. I think we should just ban the phrase, "today's the day." I'm just sick of reading it. I don't know why. It's not really anyone else's fault. But for some reason, it pisses me off to see the message. I just don't want to see the expression anymore. It's like the pettiest thing of all time, but... Yeah, well, I don't have it. I do not have it. I tried my hardest and I still died. That's crazy. Not a bad run. It is the worst thing that I could have done, actually, in terms of where to die there. Like, I am playing so below what I've been doing. Yeah, I mean, I think the glasses probably have more so to do with it than anything else, if I'm being completely honest, even if I did a second stream. But would that explain how disconnected from reality I feel? Well, maybe, because I'm used to seeing reality. I was used to seeing reality a certain way. And then I got new glasses and everything shifted, and it was the wrong prescription. And then I was trying to get used to that. I couldn't get used to that. So it made me all sick. So I had to go in, and now I had to flip back to my old glasses, and my brain had to adjust. And I don't know, nothing looks right anymore. Why do I need new glasses? Because I've had these since 2019. And they're really old, they're all scratched up. They're foggy no matter how much you clean them. I hate that spike, dude. I hate it! I hate that spike! Spike just ruins everything! Literally, it's such a buzzkill. Yeah, that spike has killed me more than any spike past 40. Took any spike anywhere to the team before. Probably more so than any spike past 20, honestly. That spike has done massive damage. Maybe that one spike on the wave has done more damage. You know, the one before the wave ends. Who knows? Oh yeah, I'm sure that spike's centered at 100% run. Yeah. Also, I really do think my circadian rhythm is probably shifting down, which is so sad, guys. I've been having so much fun waking up at 7 a.m. and enjoying the world, but every day I get more and more tired when I wake up. It gets harder and harder, and it's not motivation. Like, you know, I wake up excited for the day and everything. I go on walks, but I can't hold out forever. One of the worst things about having an illness of any kind is accepting it, because sometimes you like to live in a fantasy world where you pretend it's not real. And then you can overcome it if you just try really hard. Okay, wow. Oh my god! Nothing more annoying than that. Genuinely nothing more annoying than that, I think. Like, dude. No, I wouldn't say a bad Ender Destiny stream ruins my whole day. It would if I started having bad streams and it was like October, because then 2.2 could just come out. Which is, I think it's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this before October, to be honest with you. Maybe. I'm gonna have to get, like, absurdly lucky to beat this before October, though. Which, I mean, crazier things have happened, but... Yeah, but doing well and beating it are just two different worlds entirely. And with me, there's no guarantee. Like, I could be getting, like, 36 to 100 every day, which I did for a week, and still not beat it. There's no path, there's no straight path to, like, this is where I'll beat it right now. And I can fall in ruts that are, like, weeks long. And if I fall into a rut like that, and it lasts for long enough, I'm not going to beat it before October. In fact, if I fall out of the current peak that I'm at, if that's what's actually happening, which I don't know if it's actually happening, one day is not enough to... Usually I accept that I'm out of a peak of something after like a week of not getting anywhere. But if I'm falling into one, that is the end. Getting out of that before October begins will not happen. It just will not. I don't just instantly, like, when I go down in these like low points, I don't just spring out of it one day. That is not how it's ever worked. I think I might be the worst player ever. Like, hold the mouse, please. What are you doing? See how easy it is? Watch this. Let's just keep doing it over and over and over again. You know, literally, like, it's not hard at all. Why do I keep dying there? But yeah, I mean, not to go off previous statistics because, you know, the only thing that is 100% real is what's happening now. But I really haven't had, like, a peak last as long as my current Edge of Destiny peak, so I don't see it continuing for too much longer. Because how could it, you know? It just doesn't work like that for me. It's almost like... if I continuously have these really good days, my brain that becomes like the normal, and then it doesn't try as hard anymore to achieve the results. During the beginning of a peak, it's like new levels of consistency, so my brain is really motivated and it's trying harder than it normally does. And so I'm able to kind of continue that for a while, but if I don't beat it in that push, eventually my brain starts thinking, well, I'm always going to be this good, so I'm not going to try as hard. Regardless of what I'm actually thinking, I mean, like, what my subconscious is allocating to the issue at hand. Like, how hard it's going to try and all the timings and stuff like that. There's only so much control I actually have over how hard I'm trying. A lot of the time, I'm just trying to, like, convince my subconscious to care more. Because I know if it really wanted to, it could. But I don't, there's no control there. So, once my brain starts to get lazy, that's when it gets complacent, and then I stop being good, and I get worse and worse and worse and worse for, like, weeks, as I try to, like, regain it, but my brain still won't try. Will that happen again? I hope not. Could it? 100% it could. It's happened multiple times in the past. I still don't remember the song, actually. That bass after bass. I remembered once. I can't hum it if I don't remember it. Nothing to hum. Da 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 do 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 do. I don't know what that does. Who's surprised? Hmm? I wonder where I was gonna die. I tried my damn hardest, man. I really did. I swear on my life I did. I don't want to say it's so unfair because it makes me sound like a whiny 8-year-old, but it is so unfair. I can't tell what I'm supposed to be doing. It just kills me. It's the only part of the level I would call not fair. Dude, I am playing in like gelatin or something, dude. I don't have any control over anything. I don't even want to do it anymore, dude. I don't, because I don't have any control today. It's so annoying. What is going on today? It's not burnout because it's not like it doesn't feel mental at all. It feels like everything is slow, like I have brain fog or something. This is like the worst case of brain fog I've ever had, dude. This is so bad. Dude, click the mouse faster! I'm telling my brain to do it, and it's not doing it! What is going on? Jesus, oh my god. Brain, okay, brain, if we're gonna do this, you need to respond to my signals, or that we don't have a chance at all. Literally, we're working with 0% odds. If you don't get it together. I don't want to see messages like raging Npesta day, colon, what is even that? C. I don't want to see messages like that either. That also pisses me off. Surely you understand why. I don't think, yeah. I don't think there's many things more annoying than seeing a message like that when you're like genuinely really mad. And you got someone in chat like, oh, are you throwing a temper tantrum? Like, that's basically what that looks like. Like, it's not like your direct reaction isn't gonna be to like flip on them. You're just gonna be like, get out of my face. Like, what, like, you know? No one is gonna want to see that when they're mad, I don't think. I thought I was just pissed me off. Oh my god! Hey. Yeah, we're practicing the second half out here. This time, because wow. I mean, that's just how some people interact with each other, and that's fine. If everyone's chill with how they interact like that, then that's fine, but not me. You know what I mean? A lot of people, no matter what the situation, talk to each other in like very cutesy ways. And I just can't do it. Yo, Kunkin, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Tomorrow we get it. Today we're just setting the stage, you know what I mean? Real ones know. The problem is I'm very soon about to enter that mode where I just don't care anymore and just accept that I'm not going to get anywhere, which is kind of lame. But, like, it's probably true, unfortunately. I just don't get why yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, we already talked through all my theories. Outside of that, there's really not a lot we can do. I mean, we just hope, I guess. It's a 30-second stream delay? Is my delay that bad? Or is your internet just... Have you ever gone back and watched streams before? Not really. I mean, I watch videos before I post them. But... You know... 10-14 last ship, that'd be awesome. A lot of it, I think, has to do with just how my brain interprets things that are cute. Because I hate it. I hate it more than anything, I think. It just, I've never, ever had anyone act like that, like, and just not seen it as, like, super demeaning. I hate that goddamn word. It makes me so mad. Yeah, stuff like that. It's just like, like, it's just so unserious. Wow, yeah, you need more internet. That's not very good. Yeah, I mean, obviously, y'all can act cute to each other. It's fine by me, but not to me ever. I don't want to see it ever. Literally, in pretty much any situation, it's gonna make me mad. I don't even get it. My brain doesn't know about it. I don't know. Why didn't I not click? It's a mystery to all. Okay. Yeah, I like the clover. It's pretty sick. Thank you for the good luck wishes. See, the UFO part just really it decides whether or not you're gonna pass. Really, you don't really get the choice. Even if you do it most times, sometimes something will occur, and that's just how it is. You just gotta take that. Like, come on, dude. This right now? Yeah, this is like the worst session I've played in ever. I don't think drive works for me like it works for others. I don't even really know how to describe it. It's like, how do I describe? I can sit here forever and do this level, and it's not really about the completion. The journey in itself is a part of it, the highs and the lows, and normally I don't really care, but 2.2, I hate time pressure. Time pressure is the thing that makes it not fun anymore. That's when the level's flaws and everything really start to piss me off, because it's like, we have to beat it by this time, and here's now, and it's going like this, and you keep dying to the saw and the wave, and bam, collision. That's when it's bad. That's why it's such a terrible experience right now. Drive isn't really the thing. It's more about, like, what is this experience gonna be? I'm always excited to see what it's gonna be like. How hard is it gonna be? How long is it gonna take? The time pressure changes everything. They're good for it. At the end of the day, you know, places on the internet, they're all different. I'm not gonna blame you for not really knowing, because that'd be stupid. You know, I don't want to encourage said behavior, because, you know, I'm not trying to make the world like, everything has to be like the way I need it in this world place. I just have a few things that I don't like to see, and I don't want to encourage said behavior, but it's not like a personal grudge or anything like that, if that makes any sense. Different things mean different things to different people. It's like going into like an ancient tribe or something and accidentally saying something that pisses everyone off. Like, they're still gonna be mad about it, regardless of if you, like, know. But usually by the end they'll be like, yeah, you didn't know, it's fine. Yeah, I was more so tearing into the concept in general, not the person who said it. But people take that in the wrong way. And also just makes it harder for everyone to just like move on, you know. And I can be a lot more lax with chat when I'm not doing a serious grind, because like I'm trying to cultivate a very specific mental right now, if that makes sense. Like when I'm like goofing off and I'm doing stuff that doesn't really matter, I'm able to tolerate a lot more chat message wise. But when I'm trying to cultivate this very specific mental, I usually want things to be kind of more in a specific way, which is a little bit selfish. But these streams are very grindy; they're very specific. So I'm gonna be a little bit selfish and kind of maybe time out for stuff I wouldn't otherwise. And after it's over, we can all have fun. Whenever it ends. Could be now, could be months from now. Probably a lot of stops along the way. Banana bread is not overrated. You just got bad banana bread going on. My dad made homemade banana bread a lot. He doesn't really do it anymore because I'm not home anymore. And I was the main ingester. But damn. The kitchen was, and this is, I mean, you mainly made it before we moved to Pennsylvania, but I remember I used to sit, I had the worst gaming position of all time ever, by the way. Like, literally ever. Okay. What do we got? Understandable, but damn. That is way harder than I should ever hit my desk. I mean, technically, I would have died regardless. Like, even if I clicked up, I think, is how that works. I mean, let me go look, but... I don't really think I can do this with the hitboxes on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I hit that, I'm dead. Bad day my ass. No, it is a bad day. I said from the very start, I don't feel confident at all, but I could just get lucky and get far, and that is exactly what happened. Like, I was literally randomly clicking at the 78 wave, and I just made it through. Like, seriously, I'm not joking. I thought I was dead like a zillion times in here, and I just simply didn't die. Like, I don't have good control at all, but, I mean, you could always just simply get lucky. Which is why it's still worth playing. Wow, dude. I mean, that click's hard as hell. When I get really far in a run, I don't really think about anything. I'm just like sweating each time. Well, actually, during the 78 wave, I was like, wow, you're still not dead? Because every click felt like bad, but I just simply wasn't dying. And then my thoughts immediately stopped when I got to the ship. I'm like, okay, no more thinking. What do we got? I'm really surprised I made it that far in, I'll say that. Okay, my game lagged, so cool, thank you. Couldn't click up when I wanted to, because the frame I was gonna click up decided to lag, so I guess I don't get to go to the cube again. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Since April, I think. I don't know when I started. April, right, guys? My heart rate, I don't even think went up in BPM, actually. I think it went up more when I slammed my desk, though. It's sudden movement. Amen, dude. April kicked my ass. One of the worst times ever, I think. For me, it was allergy season peaking in painfulness, and it was like I couldn't really do a lot those days. It was not it. And then that didn't get any better until July. Arguably August, by the time it really started to turn on, which was like just back then. I would not have been able to stream every day like I am now back then. Not even close to it. I hate that death so much because I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I just die. All I know is I click 4 times and then I die. Sometimes, and that's it. That's all I am aware of. $600. We did research on this, like the highest ever recorded BPM. Something like insane tachycardia or something. Which is like, can you even conceptualize what that would be like? Because 600, that's 10 per second. What would that even sound like? Would it actually be 150 BPM cortex? I think it would be. I don't know how to convert CPS into cortex, but if I think really hard about it, it can probably happen, right? Would it be 160 BPM? I feel like 10 CPS is 160. Lost Flock, think of the sub. Yeah, and under the wave, like the click into the wave. Then I hit my desk really hard and now my hand hurts, which is only my own fault. So. Yeah, he did. I very rarely rage by actually doing any physical damage to anything. I've never broken a mouse or a monitor or anything from physical rage. Sometimes I hit my desk. Usually not that hard, though. Usually it sounds way louder than it is. That time I hit it just genuinely really hard, which is not good. But I just really didn't want to see that death on my screen. Even then, I can't get mad enough to like break my keyboard or mouse or anything like that because I'm not stupid. It's just not an option. The real grill, thank you for the sub. Yeah, it's the click into the hard-ass wave. I died to the invisible slope that's there that basically says if you hit this, you dead anyway. Which always pissed me off, because it's like, just let me die to the actual thing instead of the invisible slope. But whatever. I think that's what really pissed me off. It was like, just like so sudden. It was like I was gonna click up, and then, bam, you're dead right there. And that, for some reason, just ticked me off. I hate that you can die like that, dude. But whatever. Nice. Good job, Lucy. You did it. You win. I got yogurt on my keyboard today because I was eating it with a spoon. Or no, I was peeling off the wrapper thing. And for some reason I was peeling it off and some like insane physics like interaction took place. And like the way I did it like flung a piece of like hardened yogurt that was on the side onto the keyboard. I was just like, alright. Cool. I've heard Codeine Crazy. Pretty good song. It's not like something I continuously come back to or anything, but it's a good song. I don't skip it when it comes on or anything. I want an attempt now. Because I've had enough of not getting one. And that dictates a lot of things that need to happen, like getting past the, you know, the wave, and then the ship, and then the wave, and then the ship, and then the cube. A lot of waves and ships in this level. Turns out I'm not very good at wave or ship. Weed eater, think of this said. But specifically ship, I'm not good at. Wave, I'm okay. I wouldn't call myself not being able to do the 50 wave as like being bad at wave. I think that wave is just ass. Is there a reason I have icon gradient on? It's fun. I don't know. I just thought I'd have a little fun with my icons. PDOD today after dinner with Jay-Z. It's Mega. Mega. I don't know. I mean, how much do the top demons really rely on ship nowadays, though? I feel like it doesn't really happen as much as it used to. Hate that death. It's like so... It's like my fault, but it's not really my fault. It's so bad. I didn't really get it. I thought I was in the middle and I clicked early enough, but I guess I didn't. Really cool what's happening right now. Okay, yeah, let's just die in every conceivable way. I hate this duel, dude. All the bad parts in the level are right here. This one area. Everything else I don't bother really complaining about. There's a spike at 46, but that's just hard. This is all just stupid. It's all just dumb, man. I almost want to ban the word keyboard so people stop asking if I'll switch to it. Not because it, like, specifically annoys me, although it kind of does. But it's just, like, you just see the same questions in chat over and over again sometimes. And anything to kind of mitigate that might be helpful. The answer is no, by the way. I'll never switch to keyboard now. Not out of any, like, hatred for the person who asked it. It's a legitimate question, but I don't want to, like... I feel bad ignoring people, but also I can't just keep responding to that one. Yeah, something like that. No, you're good. That's why, like, I don't want it to be like it's not your fault. It's no one's fault for asking that. It's just as the streamer, you know, you keep seeing it over and over again, and you don't want to see it anymore just because, you know, you get sick of the same questions, I guess. But I don't want to make you feel bad about it. The problem is, yeah, no one ever reads FAQs. They just ask, which is fine. It's not really anyone's fault. That's the thing. I don't want to make people feel bad for something that they didn't really even do wrong, you know? 'Cause that's just lame and not a good way to treat people. Hello, Croto. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. Maybe. I did it on YouTube, but no one ever... Well, it was also YouTube. My biggest fluke would be probably Step to Hell. When I was fluking, I fluked from, like, 20 to, like, wherever I was trying to get to, like, 79 or something. That was just mental. The craziest fluke I've ever seen in my life was when Dedos fluked Bloodlust from like 55%. By the way, that if you care to know the answer to that. Which was the most insane, unbelievable thing I had ever seen up to that point in my life. He really did it, yeah. He's really good at fluking things. Like, really good at it. He's got the clutch mentality. Nope, didn't die past Bloodbaths. And it's not like he was very consistent at the second half either. I also have the throw mentality. I don't be fluking things from that far. just don't. It just hasn't happened like that. Closest I've gotten is like I died one time past 36 on Carnage mode, and it was 96. But I still threw that fluke. Because I died at 96. That is uses the Iron Man cube. Found out the other day, apparently it had a larger hitbox than the other icons for a while, like way back in the day. I saw a post about that. I guess I never used it to find that out. That's crazy. Yeah, I got 85, out of the way. Not fun. It was to the invisible slope. And like to enter the wave, because you click too late so you're dead anyway, but it like kills you before you get there. Pissed me off. It did. Made it anywhere in a while. That's a lie. I made it to the duel. I just died to the stupid... You're doing the double straight fly and then you click the yellow orb and you die on the top for a reason you don't understand. That happened not too long ago, actually. I hate that death. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate jumping and then dying on the way up. More so than anything, man. Do all spikes do that? I could have sworn they don't. And there's nothing more annoying than dying on the way up. Like, dude. Why? Oh, that's a fun death. You can die to clicking too early in there. Let me practice this part real quick. Need to remember. It's a new PB. I don't know any odds for anything anymore. There's like literally no way to tell. Only time will tell, because I could just do nothing. I could do nothing and then simply pass it all one time and then get a new best. And that could just as likely happen as the nothing. And so the zero begins once again. Yay! I am Dr. Mario, and I am saving lives. I finished the YouTube documentary on Amza. It's really, really good. I don't know, maybe. I mean, Tetris is everything before everything, to be fair. You know what I mean? I don't think there was a before Tetris of Tetris style anything. If I had to guess. But, I mean, I could be wrong. I was gonna say something else, but then I forgot it. So. Oh, right, Amza, right. And Amza's Yoshi. I think Amza got very lucky. Because, like, if you dedicate your entire grind to a character that has zero potential like that, like, it's over. Because, like, Amza was in it with Yoshi from the start, and that's how it was always going to be, you know? So I'm happy that it worked out for him. I really am. And that it turned out to be viable after all. Well, it's not a choke. It's like the second hardest timing in the level, so I wouldn't necessarily call it that, otherwise the word has lost all meaning. That's just dying to the hard part of the level. Someone could make a documentary about 3-letter trying to get premium on 40 ping. Like Amza documentary. He's still trying his hardest. Godspeed. Whenever I watch 3-letters videos and watch them PvP people, I feel so validated. I'm like, yeah, it is this hard. You're right. You get it, 3-letter. And then whenever he talks to like higher up people, he's like, you just need to work on your PvP, you'd be good. And I'm like, ah, sure you do. They know. Surely. If 3-letter got like 10 ping, he'd instantly become probably the single best player in the game. Like it wouldn't even like what would you be able to even realistically do about him at that point? Literally nothing. Ugh. Yeah, I'm talking about Minecraft. I told him the other day we did a best of 3 and he won 2-1. I only got 1 game off of him. Pretty crazy. It's very hard for me to lose to someone with 40 ping if we're on the same playing field, but damn. He's just damn good, you know? Pretty damn respectable if you ask me. Alright, I need to go to the bathroom. Dude, so my bathroom has a leak, right? And has a leak, and we have a like a tub where the leak is that, you know, is collecting the excess water, and it has gone from a little bit of water to like an actual like biohazard. Probably there's like, I don't even know what's going on there, right? Like the tub is full of just, I don't know. It's not like fecal matter, it's because it's the shower, like the water coming into the shower, you know what I mean? But it's collecting in this tank basically. What the hell, Clover? One thumbtack and it's over. 90? Like, what? Can I show you? No. I mean, maybe. Not right now, though. Anyway. The landlord keeps emailing me saying if I need any help with maintenance, and every time I respond, yes, I need help with maintenance, I get no reply. And it's been like 10 times now. I get a new email like, hey, hopefully everything's going good with you. We were just wondering if you need any maintenance done. I'm like, yes, I need maintenance done. Can someone please come over? Radio silence. I reply, hey, still no response yet. Can you help me with radio silence? And then randomly, a few weeks later, new email. Hey, do you guys need any help with maintenance? Cool. Actual automated system. So what does that mean? It means, I don't know. I keep trying to call them and I can't get through, so I don't know what to do now. Whenever it's about rent, all of a sudden, like, I can get a reply instantly. Like, within the, 10 minutes. These are the same landlords that didn't compensate me for a gas leak that I couldn't smell. That was not my fault because they installed it wrong, the people that they sent. Yeah, pretty cool. Really good landlords. And that was twice they exposed me to a gas leak that I couldn't smell. Now I have a gas detector, so it's not gonna happen again. My face when I realized, like, I was like, damn, I haven't had a good thought in about 1 week, so what's that about? And there's almost always a reason behind it, and then I was like, wait, it's a gas leak. And then I called people, I called the emergency, the emergency gas hotline. And yeah, those can kill you. They're really bad for your brain. And they came over and they're like, oh, yep, there it is. And they sprayed soap where it was and all the bubbles started forming and they were like, yep, gas leak found. And I was like, nice. I feel like there's something I should be able to do about that, but there's just not. I think in the contract it's like, also, if anything like that happens, not our fault. So. Yeah, it's because Elo wasn't here. No, I have a gas detector machine though. Top 10 landlords. What will you do for 300k special idea Sonic Wave? I cannot play Sonic Wave. That is not possible. Because I have really bad eye issues, and the pulsing breaks them. I would have beaten Sonic Wave a long time ago if it wasn't for that. Why not Hard Machine? I never said not Hard Machine. You're just putting words in my mouth. I'm not doing anything for 300k. There's nothing to do. I don't know why. Because when I hit 300k, I'll already be uploading a bunch, because 2.2 will have come out, and then it's going to boost my subscriber count past it. And when that's happening, I mean, you know. I'll do a special after I beat Edge of Destiny, how about that? Because then I actually did something for it. 400k special. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Second time in a row. Dude. I'm really upset right now. Like, more so than I have been in a long time playing this level, I think. One death there is already annoying enough. 2 deaths, and I still don't really get why it happened. It's just a whole different tier of mad. I know BPM monitor because I don't want one, and I think it'd be uncomfortable in my body as I'm trying to play the game. Also, because my resting is like 60. And I don't want people to think I'm like faking it when I'm freaking out. My heart rate's like 90 or something. Literally, me and Tech tested it. Like, the highest I can get my heart rate to go, yeah, remember, is like when I was like bad at Mania, and I was trying to like HP pass Galaxy Collapse, and I was putting all of my effort into playing, was like 145. Like, that's the absolute highest I can get it. And that wasn't like nerves, that was like physical exertion trying to pass Galaxy Collapse. Like, stamina out, spamming vibro walls situation. we were having fun with it. I got like by like deep breathing, I got my heart rate down to like 50, like flat or something. I was like, let's see how low we can make this number. One-point resting is not that bad. Come on. What do you mean? Yeah, it is. That's really bad. Like, really bad. 100 is arguably pretty bad. Like, resting. 120. 120. When I'm at 120, like, I can feel my heart in my, like, in my chest. Like, I'm like, oh my god. Modern day minor problems that you can solve with engineering. That's hard. Coding and stuff like that. Most annoying thing that happens to me day-to-day basis. Let's go to my day. What do I do? Got beat. Extreme Edge of Destiny. Can't help me with that. So, let's see. Then I drive to get food, run errands. Usually, come home, play Mania maybe, or just relax because I'm feeling overwhelmed. And then I eat, and then either hang out with friends or maybe stream Edge of Destiny again, although I'm not sure. And then if I'm not doing that, I usually just like play Minecraft or do some relaxing activity. So I don't know if I can answer that because I think if we're gonna find like a good like problem to solve, you gotta work through people's like everyday life and find if someone has an issue that way. And I don't think there's any issues with my life that can be solved through means of technology. Unless you want to invent personalized medicine by yourself, but I doubt you want to do that because that is not a hackathon project. That's a you fixed everything project. So. I mean, I'd like it to be easier to find primary care physicians that don't suck, but that's hard. That's probably the biggest issue I have, is I have issues trying to get in contact with primary care physicians, and they say they're accepting new patients, and I go through like a week-long loop just to find out they're not accepting new patients, stuff like that, or they don't have what I need, or I do the first meeting and it finds out we're not compatible, or stuff like that. That's probably my biggest issue that I guess could be solved in some way, but I don't know how it would be solved in any major. But yeah. Am I getting bored of GD? No, I'm not even bored when I play. How do I describe this emotion? Frustrated. Because time crunch, and time crunch equals we need to keep it moving. Not numb. I'm not numb at all. Every death hurts when it's past a certain level. There's no numbness yet. If that's even coming. It doesn't strike me as a super likely thing with a level like this, because you just never, I don't feel like you get far enough to get numb. Even when you're like beating it. Every death sucks ass. Because you just never get there. You get there like 5 times a stream and it's like... Okay, yeah, sure, let's just come in there. No, I'm private. Even if I was good enough ever, I hate the system. You gotta like, now you have to ask 6 premiums if they think you're premium level, and you have to get 4 council vouchers from the council, and I'm just like, dude, I don't like the whole system, dude. It's so much social engineering. Like, I was literally in call with TP here, and Jackson was like, okay, now you need 9 premiums to say you're good enough to get Premium. And he literally just went in all their DMs and said, yep, they said yes, they said yes, they said yes. Because TP here has been around forever. They haven't even dueled him, probably, in like a year. And they just sat there and they're just like, yep, alright, I got online. Can I apply now? And then he got it. It's just like, cool. It's just social engineering BS. That's what premium is. I mean, skill is a thing if you win, like, Premium Tour. But even then, I mean, Premium Tour was so BS because they changed the PvP one day before the tournament. A singular day, by the way. And, like, everyone that made it to the final was either, like, 10 ping or 100 ping, if you didn't notice. It's very... Curious. No, like Gary 100, Kale 10. I don't remember who the other team was. Oh, Opix, like I think 20, and then Otho like 110. I think, yeah, that was the finals, right? So it's like a mixture of one person with low ping and one person with high ping. It's like the meta, I guess, to have like a really killer team, which makes sense. No one that's above the age of 15 would ever call a 15-year-old smart. Ever. Ever. I'm serious. Not a single one. I don't know. Foil it. I'm not doing foil while playing Edge of Destiny. I can't think that way. It'd be 2 plus something plus 8. However you simplify it, multiplying those together. I'm sure you could simplify root 2 and root 8, multiplying together by, like, you know, taking, like, the 4 out and making it, like, something like 2 root, whatever. Is root 8 the same as 2 root 2? Or no? I can't remember how that works. Yeah, okay. I thought so. So if root 8 is the same as 2 root 2, then it just becomes multiplied by root 2. Well, I mean, I don't know. What is 2 root 2 times root 2? Does that do anything? I can't figure it. I don't know why I can't logic that. I don't remember what even happens when you multiply. 2 root 2 times root 2 is 4? Why? I mean, root 2 times... Wait, 2 root 2... Oh, yeah, because it's just root 2 times root 2. You don't have to put them together. Yeah, you're right. Man, doing math while I'm playing video games is so hard. Like, that's so obvious now that I thought about it. But, like, trying to, like, think about that while also playing, it just doesn't work. Like, it's... I don't know. So, yeah, that is 4. So what, then it's 8, 16, 18? Is that the answer? Yeah, no, I got that part. I mean, I was talking about 18 being the answer to root 2 plus root 8, all of that squared. Which I think is right, but I don't know. You get 9 multiplied. Where did the 9 come from? I just foiled it. I was just doing 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8. Because if you foil it, yeah. Where does the 9 come from? Factors of square root 2, 1 plus 2. Wait, why? Factors because... Oh, are you just adding them together to start? As opposed to foiling, so you take root 2 plus 2 root 2. Okay. No, I'm really trying here. It's hard to, like, visualize numbers while playing Enter Destiny at the same time. That's way harder than just talking. Well, yeah, no, that's how I did it in my head. Two. Wait. So adding them together makes 3. Oh, right, because it's 1 root 2 plus 2 root 2 that equals 3 root 2. Right. That would be that. The invisible one strikes again. I forgot you could just like treat it like a variable or something. You know, where if they have the same term, you can just add the coefficients. I mean, it's all a coefficient. You know what I mean? Splitting it out, factoring, or whatever. Oh, the pink orb. Nice. I have to admit, y'all, it's been a while since I did any math with, like, square roots and logarithms and such. You know what I mean? Like, math like that, anyway. Not that they're exactly hard, but like I kind of forget the rules sometimes. I have to get a refresher on it. Oh, that was pretty good in that regard. I think I remember most of the major rules now. Yeah. How about I die there from the opposite? Actually, let me. Stupid not to go real quick. don't even remember. It was so long ago now. I don't even remember if it was in Algebra 2 or Pre-Calc. Because Algebra 2 was 8th grade and Pre-Calc was 9th grade. And 8th grade and 9th grade were like 5 years ago now. 6 years ago. I think 6, yeah. They were 6. And then eventually, like, what each class is different. Because Pre-Calc and Algebra 2 aren't, like, really that different. I mean, it's just trigonomic. I don't know. Is there any trigonomic functions in Algebra 2? I guess not. Damn long time ago. No. Actually, it was 7. That's good. It was 7 years ago, I think. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, graduated in 2020. Well, no, that was 12th grade in 2020, and then I'd be in, like, 15th grade now because 3 years have passed since that exact day. So, no, that would be 7. No. 6. I made up my mind at 6. Come on, how? How is that me dying? Did the top one die and I just didn't notice? Slope bug. I hate slope bug with everything that I am. There's really nothing more annoying than making a click and then just simply dying. And it grows more and more prevalent as wave gaps get harder. And it's just kind of something that starts happening. That's the amount of frames you have to do a click, lessons and lessons, you know. Theo, thank you for the sub. I don't know the half jump robot thing. Waves, if waves worked better with slopes on D blocks, you could make some insane gameplay, but they just don't work. You can't use them. Waves consistently break on slopes. Especially the mini wave. hardest part about being good is that it's never enough if you're like me. You can only look at what you don't have. Especially if you've clawed your way up here. You know the general inadequacies you have compared to others. And there's stuff that maybe the average viewer doesn't see, you know? Maybe the ones who stick around for longer experiences. But the average streamer that's just gonna... I mean, the average person who's just gonna hop my stream isn't gonna notice, like, how bad I actually am. You know what I mean? Because I'm not bad, really, skill-wise. I don't look like I have bad control over my icon or anything like that. Just in general. But I'm, like, the worst player at my skill level because I clawed my way up here and I didn't really improve in the ways that other people did. That's why I'm able to get so far into a level so early on and then just not be able to beat it, because I just can't get the consistency. And so as a result, people expect a lot out of me, and people are always having conversations of the narrative that if only I would be able to do this, then I'd be a top player. If I just committed, I'd be a top player, anything like that. And then when I say that that's impossible, they usually get upset or say, you're just underselling yourself, it's not fair. Even though I'm the one who had to sit through all the grinds and I know what I'm capable of and how very not good I am at this game. But yet I am good. I'm just not able to... My potential is a lot less than a lot of others. Honestly, I clicked way earlier than that. I don't even know what really happened there. I kind of bet $1 zillion I clicked earlier than that. That was weird. Diarrhea almost always resolves quicker if it's just diarrhea and not indicative of a further virus that you're suffering with. That's usually just like really painful, oh my god, this pain will never end, and then in like 30 minutes you're like, oh, I'm fine. It was all fine. Okay, cool. Constipation, that can be a multi-day journey, and then you have to slowly fix like your bowel movements and everything, and it all has to like restore back to what it was, which can be rough. Moral of the story, if you think you have constipation, it's Miralax time, is what it is. That's the good thing about constipation. It's usually treatable. Because you can lose days to that. Or not days, but like there'll be a very uncomfortable period of time for you. And it doesn't need to be that way. All the time. Like sometimes this is gonna happen, but... I don't think GD needs more appreciation. I mean, it's one of the biggest skill games out there. I mean, when a lot of the community does just play, like, more casually, you know, and they're not really interested in the, top playing stuff. Celeste doesn't get a lot of attention in terms of the really hard stuff, because it doesn't really look super impressive, like a lot of the hard stuff. Like, stuff like Waterbury Mountain, a lot of, like, random people are gonna watch that and just be like, I can do that. It doesn't look that bad. You can do it. You just have to not die. The difference between something like that and GD is, like, you watch this in GD and you don't know what's going on, and you're like, how in the... What am I even looking at? Like, how is it even possible to do this? But it's also that hard, you know what I mean? Like, it takes that long to get good at it. but the game is much better at showing, like, how hard it is. You know what I mean? Like GD, you can kind of get an idea of like how hard like it is to do these things without actually being able to do them. Like Slaughterhouse looks like that, and it is like that. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's still possible to get consistent at, but damn, you know. But yeah, you can straight up get like 50,000 subs just by being good at the game, which a lot of people would say isn't that much attention. But this isn't like a shooter or an MMO. This is like a platformer, and it's really, really rare for like the best platform players to really get a whole lot of attention, especially outside of speedrunning. And even then with speedrunning, you know, there's Mario Bros. World Records with like 80k views, you know what I mean? So for being a platformer, this is like, you get an actually like insane amount of people interested. It's actually kind of an anomaly. I'm gonna ban you from my chat image. But yeah, like every other game. Oh, you didn't. Oh. I get it now. I could still, yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty good. But I mean, yeah, GD's kind of an anomaly. A lot of other games, like, there's no rhythm game that gets that amount of popularity, no platform really gets that popularity, even for Celeste being as huge as the modding community is. I mean, Npesta doesn't even have, like, a 4-digit subscriber count, if I remember correctly, which is like, okay. If Celeste was as popular as GD, Parrot would like consistently have 1,000 viewers. Like, he's a way more dominant streamer of Celeste than I am of GD, if that makes sense. Yeah, but neither is Parrot. Parrot's just a good streamer. That's the thing. I mean, I am more of a personality streamer than most GD players, but I mean, still, if I play other games, I still get a ridiculously large amount of viewers. Like I can play Mania and still get like 200, Bridge 300, stuff like that. But that's still, you know, that's still people leaving because of the game. Still, I mean, not to downplay the amount of people that do stay, because it's a lot, and I really appreciate it. But you know, the game still plays a factor. Oh, okay. They're bots. I mean, I think also a lot of it has to do with like I don't know how to describe it. Like not only just the game, but like when people see a stream of GD, it's like something they understand it. You know what I mean? There's a very specific goal they're going towards, and just Mania and Bridge are more niche games, and maybe if you played them more, you understand them more, and you know what's really going on. But if you don't, eventually you're gonna click off because you don't know. A lot of people who play GD, they know. You know what I mean? They know what's going on, and it's just more of an enjoyable experience, regardless of personality or anything. And even people that don't really play GD can kind of understand what's going on. We need to get this icon to the end of the level and the spikes kill you. Really not that complicated. Just one button. Click it with the mouse or the up arrow or whatever. There's obstacles in your way. And there's a percentage bar that shows how close you are to said goal. It's very, very understandable for viewers. But that doesn't mean it's engaging necessarily. Because GD is actually a rather hard game to stream if you don't have much of a personality, I guess. Unless you're verifying like the hardest level in the game, like Zoink or Novel Boy or any of those situations, it's gonna be really hard for you to get viewers because even though it's easy to understand, it's hard to sit through because you gotta like deal with how boring it is. You're on the grind with them pretty much, and some people like that and some people don't. That's just kind of how it goes. So while the simplicity can bring people in, it's got to be you at the end of the day that keeps them, if that's, what you want to be doing. So I think the mixture of all that is why GD is so hard to, why it's not like a super big streaming game. Because GD's not an easy thing to like, quote unquote, have a personality during, because a lot of people aren't good at talking while playing. Because it's a really hard game. But ironically enough, one of the reasons I'm not so good at the game is because I'm a good streamer. Because of how brain handles multitasking. It's not... A lot of people think of it like you're either good at multitasking or you're not. It's more so like the focus that your brain... Think of it like a stream of water, okay? And imagine there's like this giant like vat of water and there's like a little hole, okay? There's people who have maybe that little hole, that hole's like really small and they're able to focus really good on one thing, you know what I mean? But in my case, it's a lot bigger and there's more water coming through. But even if I assign it to one thing and like to focus on, all of this other water that's flowing out is still being unused for the most part. So it's hard. I can't just like solely focus on one thing, even if I'm trying really hard, because my focus water is still spilling out everywhere and it's gotta go. But that's not ADHD because I don't have focus issues. Like I'm not like just constantly switching like between like things I'm singularly focused on. I'm just unable to put too much focus into one thing is more so what I mean. I don't have problems sitting here and doing the same thing over and over again. It's just I don't have the ability to control. Like I'm trying as hard as I can, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually like able to put all my focus into the one thing. But that's a different thing than being really focused on something and then just like losing focus and doing something else. That's a different story entirely. Because that's still more like single stream focus, even if those people want to think they're multitasking. the reason that they're in trouble a lot of the time is because they can't. They're not usually multitaskers. And if they have ADHD, maybe they're singularly focused on one thing, and the one thing isn't the correct thing to be focused on. They may not have control over what it is. So there's a big distinction there, because I don't just like randomly start losing my train of thought. Well, I do, but like not in terms of like I don't randomly decide to just start playing out of the level, or you know, like I never really had any problems doing my homework as long as I understood what I was doing, kind of situation. I mean, yeah, me too. I didn't, just because I could focus on it doesn't mean I chose to a lot of the time. Big difference. A lot of people with ADHD want to do something, but they can't focus on it. Some people, like me, simply don't want to do the homework. That's not a mental disorder, a lot of it. You know what I mean? That is, I just can't get myself to do this homework right now. I mean, maybe autism, I don't know. But, you know, I was just like, can't get myself to do it until it really matters, and then I can do it. Like, I needed a sense of urgency, I guess. But, like, a lot of people attribute that to mental illness. I was just in the wrong major and doing the wrong classes, man. I mean, you know, I wasn't interested. It's that simple. That's a different story entirely, man. Maybe with autism, it's harder to do things we're not interested in. That's definitely possible. But at the same time, I know a lot of people that are quote-unquote lazy, with no mental, you know, problems really whatsoever, that just aren't motivated. Because school, you know, you gotta find what's good for you. I was going for cybersecurity, which might have been interesting, but I just hated coding. I liked the idea in cybersecurity of like having to solve these more complex problems. Like, okay, we're trying to, because you know, in cybersecurity, you're either trying to make sure that a system is secure, or you know, I guess you could be doing other things, but that's more like government related. I don't know if I'd ever go down that route. But the government was recruiting, so you know they were, you know, what the government would do with cybersecurity people. But I like the concept of trying to like figure out like a specific way into a system. Like it's almost like a puzzle to be solved. But I hate the language that the puzzle's written in. You know, I just hate coding. It wasn't fun for me. Because it was always like I know how to do something, and then it would be like some stupid syntax error that would make me lose 3 hours of my, like, you know, life, and wasn't fun. So I think even though, like, I failed college for completely different reasons than that, I don't think I would have been able to complete that major if I really wanted to. I did complete, like, I almost completed a full year, but the whole COVID thing just completely destroyed me. And that's not really anything I can blame on myself, because that'd just be stupid. Yeah. It was also just the teacher was really the one to turn me away from coding, also because they were the whole time they were like, you know, this is real life, you know, we're not really going to be doing sick days and stuff like that, because if you can't make it, then you won't make it in the real world. And I was like, alright, that's weird. And then I got COVID, and I'd email my teacher like, hey, I really need the homework so I don't fail, I have COVID, and then he just wouldn't respond to me. And I was like, I don't want to exist in that quote-unquote real world, I guess. Or maybe I'm just not strong enough for it. I don't know. Either way, it's not for me. I need some flexibility in my life. People like that always like to imagine that everyone is capable of just pushing through being sick and stuff like that, and they can't really imagine what it would actually feel like to really be sick, to really not be able to do something. But people like that always like to say they understand, you know? Like, they know what it's like. It's just the meaning. You don't know nothing. Yeah, it sounds like being trained for the hamster wheel. That's how I felt. And I was like, I don't want to live my life like that, I guess. It was also really annoying because every time I tried to complete my homework, my laptop would blue screen every 10 minutes, and I went to a technician to try to get it fixed. They couldn't fix it, and I had to do my final like that. I kept blue screening. I didn't have another alternative. It was really cool. And the teacher acted like it was my fault. Like, I just wasn't trying hard enough to fix it, even though I spent like a million nights trying to get my PC to stop blue screening laptop. Which maybe that is the real world. I don't know. It doesn't mean that I have to be a part of it. Or that specific part of it, I guess. I guess someone's got to do it, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, I think if you work through being sick and you go to class with COVID, that's not discipline. That's being a complete asshole, in my opinion. Even if you're able to somehow do it, because then you're getting everyone else sick. I couldn't even move, because I have really bad allergies. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't really move for like a week. There was nothing to push through for me. It was terrible. And there's people that aren't gonna run into sicknesses that bad. But I have so many chronic issues. I just can't do a job like that. My calc teacher for that year was completely different though. My calc teacher cared. Whenever I missed days to be for being sick, she'd just be like, "Don't worry about the homework. You can do it when you get back. Just come after school and we'll talk about everything you missed." And I get to her office and we start talking about it, and then she would like make up problems right there, and that was really impressive too. She'd just be like, "All right, let's see if we know this concept. I don't know. Let's try this one." And then she would like try to surprise me. She'd be like, "Let's try this concept, a whole new thing," because we were just having fun with it. And that's when I was like, "Yeah, math really is fun, you know. There's so much you can do with it, you know. There's so many like little games you can play." There was one time that I went to the after school thing, and she kind of talked me through the process of like making math problems, and it was super interesting to me, like working backwards to like teach these like general concepts, because I had expressed interest in being a math teacher then, and she was kind of like here's how you kind of work backwards and make problems that are interesting while still going through like the general concepts and how you make it all like come together in the end. And I was like, that's really cool. That's why I didn't miss a point in that class. I got an 100 in that class because I had so much respect for her. I would not allow myself to drop a point. The plan right now is to hopefully take an online course soon. Think of my undergrad or something. I'm still not well enough to go back to school. Because I have too many issues, but I'm trying to see doctors and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, usually if you give students really the motivation they need and the, like, the flexibility and the respect, that's what really matters. The respect, you know what I mean? Like, not even you have to respect me because I'm taking a class. Just, like, general human respect, you know? Like, we all know those teachers where you turn stuff in 5 minutes late and you get a late penalty as a result. Stuff like that. That's not respect. You're an asshole. I don't care if it's the real world or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me. That shows you just don't care. Like, you'll email them like, I'm sorry, I was like, literally, like, you'll email them stuff like, yeah, literally my internet was down in the building, by the way. Couldn't do it. And they'll still make you lose points. Stuff like that. And they'll always say the same thing about the real world. There's no respect there. Some teachers will brag about how hard their class is, as if the content is the thing that's doing it, and not just everyone hates you and you're screwing up everything with your, let's make you miss points for this, and then make a test. Like, it's always like, whenever they're about, like, here's how hard the exam is, and you'll never pass it, and stuff like that. It's almost never because the actual test is too hard. It's because the stuff on it was not taught in class, or taught in a way that matters. Yeah. And that doesn't make you a, I don't know. I don't even think there is a fine balance. I think that most people should be able to pass the class possible. That should be your goal. They're in college for a reason. If they're taking those classes, they want to care. You should be able to get pretty much everyone through the class. If you gave a damn. Yeah, people think that having like a tough class gives you some sort of like prestige. Yeah, they always brag about it. Or they did. Alright, G. Oh yeah, I mean Harvard, I've heard horror stories from a lot of those Ivy League schools where it's super competitive and it's a toxic environment between everyone there because you're trying super hard to be better than everyone else. There's some people thriving, but I don't like those people. I think they're usually pretty bad people. They turn out to be. They turn out to be those mega zillion billionaires. And then Harvard's like, look what we produce. Yeah, you produced a hateful, spiteful man. You produced someone who will never give back to anyone because they've been shown that the only person that matters is themselves and everyone else is competition. That's what you did. So whatever. Alright, I'm hungry. It's time to end this session. Another 80% attempt. You pretty much only get one a day, and what you do with it is random. And I haven't really had one that's more than one a day, but it has to happen eventually, theoretically. I don't know. We'll find out one day, right? Yeah. I'd be rating someone. What do we got? Yeah, I think it's some sort of like I mean, actually, I think there's a video on Vsauce too about psychopaths. I think that probably, I haven't watched it, but it probably talks about what we're talking about right now, if I had to guess. Anyway, I've been rating people now. And that means that I don't think I'm actually going to be streaming another time today. I think that's going to happen tomorrow. This was a rough session. I'd like to figure out what was making me feel like such ass, and hopefully it doesn't happen again, but I mean, who knows, right? It will be solved at some point. But for now, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for dealing with me today. Take care.